What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope your Monday's going fantastic. Mine's going great. Good to see everybody here. A couple of these comments I want to go back through. So first of all, here's that. I know I saw it. Hold on. There it is. Corey, congrats, man. Congrats on selling the house. It's amazing. I know you guys are ready to go, ready to get stuff done. Congrats, man. That sold quick. That's awesome. So good to see you, man. Everybody that's in here so far, great to see you guys. Happy Monday. Welcome. It is a seller's market for sure right now. That's right, Nick. So what's up, Bearded Floridian, Travis, Corey from Weatherbeard, Nick H, Dean Gooden. Mel is here, but she's driving right now. My son is getting off work. She has to pick him up. What's up, Ellie? Santa Dad, you're probably gone by now, but have a great night, man. I appreciate you swinging by. Enjoy your training. We got a couple of mods in the house. My mods are fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Chris, what's up, man? What's up, Dan? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today, getting ready for your show. All right, so what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Creators Lounge Monday night. Tonight we're going to talk about the video that came out this morning, which was all about subscribers, getting that first 1,000 subscribers. So I do have a guide that I put out. I have it pinned to the top of the chat if anybody wants to check that guide out. Now that guide is a simple start. It's nothing, too over the top. It's basically simple settings and things to think about when you first start your channel, setting your YouTube channel out when you're starting to put out videos, things to think about. So should get you started. We'll go through it here in just a few minutes, but for those of you that have checked it out, appreciate you. This morning's video is doing pretty well. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. Check it out, see what you think. So, oh, you actually sold it twice. The first couple that bought it lost it because the guy got laid off. Oh man, that's terrible. So the first time that I was ever going to buy a house, it was when I was getting out of the Army. I had a house lined up, and then the bank found out. I was young at the time, didn't know how this stuff worked. The bank found out that I was separating from the Army. And I had a job lined up, but it wasn't official yet. So they basically said, well, you don't have an official job. We can't do it. So I had to wait. We rented for a little bit, and then I was able to buy a house not too long after that. So yeah, that stinks getting laid off though. Man, especially at that kind of time. So, but at least you sold it. It was obviously meant to be for the people that bought it. So let's see. Jay Cruz driving back from the gym. Be safe, man. What's up, Dan B? Good to see you. Tyson, how are you, sir? What's going on, Disney? Good to see you, brother. Aaron Rogers, it's going to be a great week with school, work, and channel related. Need 40 more till 100. Keep working, brother. You're putting out some good videos, getting some great feedback on your channel, so keep on working, man. You're doing it right. It's all going to come in time. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, man. Yep. Jay Cruz, don't text and drive. Be safe, man. Be safe. Oh, chat jumped on me. What's up, Casey? Good to see you, brother. Hope you are doing well. Russ, good to see you. Man, you guys are awesome. Thanks for coming and hanging out tonight. Mark Brown, what's up, man? Good to see you, sir. I see Nicholas Z. All right, I think we got everybody. If I missed somebody, I'm sorry. I promise I didn't mean to. Let's get started here. So this morning's video and what we're going to talk about in this stream tonight is the road to that first 1,000 subscribers. It can be a long road. It can be a frustrating road. There's a lot that goes into it, a lot of grind, a lot of work, a lot of late nights, a lot of thinking, planning, all that stuff. A lot of you guys in here that create content, you already know how that kind of goes. If you create anything, right? We have beard company owners. We have, other business owners, guys that run podcasts. A lot of you guys are in here creating something. So you already know how much the grind is. Whatever it is you're trying to build, whatever that goal is, it always takes hard work and grind. And so you guys know that already. But there are definitely some things you can do to help speed that process along. At the end of the day, you hear a lot of people talk about YouTube doesn't push my channel. YouTube doesn't like my channel. YouTube itself, it almost seems like some people think that there's like people sitting at desk at YouTube deciding which videos go out, which videos people watch. There's definitely an algorithm involved and it's all that, but you have to tweak your videos in your channel to make sure the algorithm picks you up. So this is the kind of stuff we're going to talk about in this first guide that I wrote. Now I got plenty more of this kind of stuff planned in the future. This is my first guide that I've written. This is just simple stuff. and it gets advanced from there. So a lot of you guys in the chat that have gotten to that point, that have gotten to 1,000 subscribers, or even if you've gotten to your first 100, 500, real quick, drop me a comment in the chat. Let me know how that grind was for you. Did you have an easy time getting there? Was it tough for you? You know, how long did it take? Whatever you want to share, kind of share our experiences here. On my first channel, I got to 1,000 quickly. I met my goal of getting to 1,000 in under a year. It was awesome. I got to 2,000 in under 2 years, so it's been great. Obviously now that channel I'm not focused on as much, so the growth is going to slow down, and that's to be expected because I'm not putting the work in on that channel. Most of my work is focused here, but that's what it takes, is that work. So yeah. So who else we got here? I see Nick, I think I said hello to you. Mark, MD Picker, how are you, Shay? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, Copper John's a little bit over 400. Yep, you're doing things good. I know we've talked about your channel and all that. You're doing some good things. About 100 videos, mostly lives. Yeah, and there's a difference in that too, right? Between live streams and pre-recorded, uploaded videos. I think you definitely the average YouTuber gets more of a push from regular uploaded videos, especially in the beginning for a new channel. Once a content creator is more established, then live streams start going easier. I always tell people that you have to have pretty much an established, people that support you already. It's hard to find that support just from live streaming alone. So the videos definitely help also. Chris said, my first 100 seemed to take longer than my first 1K. I learned a lot from that first 100 grind. Oh, absolutely. The first 100, I think for most people is the hardest. I mean, you're a brand new channel. People don't know who you are. We're all at that level trying to figure out how YouTube works. And then you guys already know, by the time you figure it out, YouTube changes things. So it's always a learning curve, always something new to learn, but I love every single minute of it, just like I know a lot of you do in here. Brian, what's up, man? Good to see you. Almost 3 years and 300 videos for my first 1,000 subs on my beard channel. Yep, and I know you had another channel with a different experience that story. Nothing bad, but he had to take some videos down for music stuff. Dan C, it was a labor of love. I wasn't focused on numbers, and my niche community was totally different back then. It was 4 to 6 months of doing 4 videos a week and a live stream without missing. Now that's a grind. 4 videos a week plus a live stream, that is definitely a grind. And obviously I've followed your channel. We've been friends for a couple of years now. I know how much work you put in, but that's definitely a grind. And you're right, the beard community, talking that specific niche, that has changed a lot since I even started watching beard content, let alone started a beard channel, that's out there. It has changed a whole lot. Shay just hit 680. Now MD 680. MD Picker. Now Shay, she's in the I don't think, Shay, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think it's specifically eBay, but basically the reseller community. So that seems to me, from the streams I've watched you guys and people I've chatted with, that seems to be a fairly large community. So 680, keep on going. That's awesome. I tell you, I'm excited. I'm almost to 500. I'm okay with where YouTube puts the standards for subscribers, for, the partner program, 1,000, 4,000 watch hours. It used to be that to have the community tab, you also needed 1,000. They changed that a couple of months ago to 500. So I am super excited to be almost to 500. I want that community tab back like I have on the other channel. I miss the community tab. Let's see, I don't want to miss anybody. Let me go back through the chat here. What's up, Rob? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Miss talking to you, brother. Glad to see you. Yep, need to do more regular uploads. Just need to find the time. Yeah, it's always a time thing. I think most people, the time is definitely our biggest crutch, especially, I know you, like me, work a full-time job. Eventually, I will be doing this full-time, zero doubts, but I'm not right now, so I do have that full-time job. It's a lot of late nights. Absolutely, can always find the time. And that's the truth. If something's really important to you, you can always find the time for it. Absolutely. It's all about what we're able to sacrifice. Hey, Billy, good to see you. Stopping in to say hello. I'm at the prison rolling in the patrol car. Well, hey, man, be safe. take care of those. Don't let those guys. I don't know exactly what they would do, but be safe, man. What else we got? I'm just going through comments. What's up, Dagan? Good to see you. Dagan knows he hit 1K not too long ago. Scott, how are you, man? Bruce City Bearded. Go Pack Go. Oh, that'll be great, man. Once you get to ASU, you're going to be doing a vlog about school. That'll be awesome, man. I can't wait to see your career and what happens. Following your dreams, man. I love it. I can't wait to see what happens. Hey, Walt, what's up, man? I don't know if I missed you, but hey, there you are. Good to see you, brother. All right, so real quick, pinned to the top of the chat. I'll throw this back on the screen. So I do have a free guide. You can click the link at the top if you want to grab this. We're going to kind of run through it a little bit tonight. But again, this guide is just some simple things that you can do to your channel to optimize, to help your channel basically have a better chance of hitting that algorithm of your videos getting out there. Now, it doesn't just stop right here. This guide only kind of covers a few basic things. There's so much more than really what's in this guide, but I wanted this guide to be a start for basically at a level of a brand new channel or channels that haven't done this. I've got a few messages today from some people that have said, you know, they've been doing this for a while and some of the stuff they haven't done yet. So I'm glad that it's helpful. There's a lot of people that it won't be helpful for because they've already kind of gotten past this point, but we all start, you know, pretty much here. So hopefully this guide's helpful. We're going to run through it. And then I got some questions that will kind of some discussion points we'll talk about. Michael P, how are you? How are you? I need to get in touch with you. Still planning to come to see you at some point. Filming 4 videos this week. One's going to be a vlog with my niche. I can upload multiple times a week. Oh yeah, with what you're doing for sure. There's always sports news. Beards and Banjos, I hit 1,700 subscribers today, but I'm more excited for the 500 uploads that I'll hit next month. Man, that is fantastic. Congrats, man. Those milestones are amazing to hit. Congrats. And yeah, the 500 uploads, I'm with you. That's definitely a benchmark. That is a lot of videos. What do you think about repurposing videos? Oh, repurposing videos is 100%. If you can set up your filming and your creation in a way that you can repurpose across even multiple platforms, right? So you talk about, you know, video like this, which is obviously long form, regular, you know, 1080. Why am I drawing a blank on what I'm trying to say? Horizontal filming. If you can even film all this in a way so that you can, you know, kind of clip it down and crop it down so that you can fit it more in that short form stuff like Instagram Reels, TikTok, things like that. Absolutely, repurposing and reusing content is a great strategy. I'm trying to do that more and more, and it's, yeah, absolutely. The best thing I did in the beginning was listen to the viewers' feedback. My viewers really helped me find my footing. 100%. One thing we'll talk about is knowing your audience. If you don't know your audience and if you don't pay attention to your audience questions, give them what they want, what they're looking for, then you have no audience. So definitely your audience feedback is the biggest thing. The only out-of-state official visit I took. Oh, you took a visit to ASU. That's awesome. Hey, Jackie, Hot Tub Lady, good to see you. I popped into your live earlier during your countdown, and then I got a work call, so I had to bounce out and take care of that. But I'm sorry I didn't make it in there. I fully intended to, and had to take care of some work stuff. So hope your live stream went well though. All right, so you guys are chatting. That's awesome. All right, so let's run through the guide real quick. I just want to kind of give you a glimpse of what is out there so that if anybody wants to pick this up, you can. So, all right, so this is the guide. The guide, steps to getting your first 1,000 YouTube subscribers. It's basically, you know, a few tips, a few steps, and we're going to kind of talk about some of this tonight. You know, just some motivational stuff up front. How do we find our audience? You know, kind of a setup for it. But this is true. How do we find our audience? Our first 1,000 subscribers. When we first start creating videos, you know, we kind of have a mind, in our mind, what our content's going to be and what we want to talk about. And at that point, it's a matter of finding the audience that wants that content. And like Chris said, even after that, you may have to tweak what you're doing a little bit. There's ways to find who your audience turns into. A lot of times, who you think your audience is going to be is not who it turns out to be. You know, that can tweak what you're doing a little bit. And as long as you can be flexible and keep up with that constant change and giving people what they want, you'll typically do pretty well. So, you know, a quick note, and this is really, really important. Watch time will always be more important than your actual subscriber count. Now, when it comes to, you know, subscriber count and watch time is always going to be more important, because the watch time is what really helps in that algorithm to push your videos. And obviously, the more your videos go out there, the more people will see it, the more subscribers you may get that way. Keeping up with the, love the tags I did in your video today. Oh, absolutely. That's one of the most underrated, and we're talking about channel tags, not necessarily video tags in this case, but that's one of the most missed, overlooked kind of things. Even in the beginning when I started a couple of years ago, I had no idea that was there. I don't remember when it was, how long, but I probably went a couple of months without having anything there. So what's up, Jay Cruz? Good to see you, man. I'm assuming you're home safe. Yeah, okay, there. Yeah, right there. Home safe. All right, so yeah, watch time is always more important. Now, an interesting stat is that it takes the average content creator, the average YouTuber, 22 months to hit 1K. Now, that average, I mean, there's people that do it quicker than that depending on their niche and, you know, how well they start off. There's people that take longer than that. That's an average. And that average 22 months, that is with consistent uploads, with following YouTube best practices, you know, with optimization. That's an average of 22 months. So the reason I wanted to include that is because people get frustrated. You know, people think that when you start a channel that you're going to get like instant support and people are going to find your videos and it's just going to blow up. And unfortunately, that's not the case. That doesn't usually happen. It happens for some people, but very, very few. The most, you know, very, very low percentage that actually happens to. And it's just the nature of the beast. I mean, there's, you know, so many millions of hours of video on YouTube, and we have to find a way to get our videos out in front. So 22 months. So the point of that, stay consistent, you know, be encouraged. If you have those days where you get discouraged, you know, take a break if you have to. Talk to somebody. Definitely take care of your mental health, because that can be a thing too. But just know that it takes that time. You got to put the work in for it. What's up, Rob? Miss putting out content, stuck at 1.1K, never had a coach. I can only imagine where my channel would be if I had one. Yeah, I mean, I remember when you hit the 1K. I'm proud of you, man. I don't know. Put out more content. Put out more content, man. You do some good stuff. I always appreciate you and your content and your comments. All right, so banner image. So YouTube banner image. This is another thing that a lot of people either miss, don't think about, or they just straight up don't have one. Your banner image is the most important, and we're going to talk in a few minutes about what you guys see when you first go to a channel, because I'm genuinely curious, you know, what everybody looks at when they first go to a channel. So anyway, the banner image, when you first go to somebody's channel, it's the first thing you guys see. It's at the top of the page. That's the first thing that'll give somebody an indication of what that channel is actually about. So there's a few things that I talk about here. I do link the YouTube article that talks about some of the best practices, what size it should be, so that it fits all screens and stuff like that. And then I do give some pointers on, you know, in my view and what I've seen work, what I think a banner should have. So that's listed there. Talking about channel keywords, how to add channel keywords. That information is there. It's easy to add. You just have to know how to find it. And so that's done through YouTube Studio. Now, channel keywords, super important for your channel. Your channel keywords is what tells YouTube what your channel is about and helps them to direct your videos the right way through the algorithm. And again, when I say YouTube, so that they know, obviously we're talking about automation, you know, computer stuff, AI, algorithms. Again, it's not people, but this will help the algorithm direct your videos in the right direction. So channel keywords are really important. And again, this can be anything that you think somebody would search for, what they're looking for when they are looking for your content. We talk about thumbnails, how important thumbnails are, click-through rate, which there's a lot more to click-through rate than what I really talked about in this morning's video. But click-through rate is, it's so important. But when you look at the averages across YouTube, YouTube said, I found these as I was researching this, The average CTR on YouTube is 4 to 5%, with 50% of all YouTube channels having a 2 to 10% CTR. So a lot of us, like me, sometimes I look at click-through rate and I'm like, man, it's so low. But if you look at the averages and what is actually out there, most of us are doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. Obviously, we want to try to do better, you know, and your goal should be to just kind of beat the CTR from the last one. The way that happens is improving your thumbnails. The CTR is based on a formula of how many people see your thumbnails and actually click on them. So that's why you always want to work on improving thumbnails. And then your target audience is the last thing I talk about, knowing who your audience is. It's twofold. You want to understand who they are, and then you want to make sure that you're actually solving their problems, their pain points, because that's what, you know, makes people subscribe and want to keep watching your channel. I talk about niching down, which, you know, there's different opinions about niching down. I am a firm believer in niching down, but there's different views on that. And that is it. So that's pretty much the guide. All right, let's catch up with the chat. Mental health is real. It can really take over. Yeah, you definitely have to take care of yourself and take care of that. Oh yeah, Rob's woodworking is outstanding. What's up, E-Rock? Good to see you, man. Hope you're still here. If not, sorry I missed you, but have a great night. Be safe. Oh, so I don't know if you're in here when I think I was talking about this on Friday. And obviously what I'm talking about is not CNC, but I tried to we did the soapbox derby cars a couple of years ago. The Wounded Warrior Project, they were sending out these kits, and so I took the wood block out and I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do. And so I thinking I know what I'm doing. I break out the chisel and start working on this and just basically broke it in half. I am not a woodworker at all. So I got respect for you guys that can do it. It's, especially, you know, Rob, you know, Straight Bearded here. He does some great woodworking stuff. Jason Esser does some good stuff. There's, if you look out on TikTok, apparently TikTok knows that I like to see these because I always see them and I always watch them when, you know, some of the woodworking stuff people are doing. It's amazing, amazing. What's up, Ryan? Yep, Aaron, you have elevated your thumbnail game. You really have. Really, really have. And Jason says we're missing some likes. Hey, if you like this type of content, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. The thumbs up really does help this channel and any channel that you watch and support. It's something a lot of people don't think of. It's, you know, and that includes me. We watch a video. A lot of times I'll listen to it, you know, podcast style while I'm working. But yeah, if you are into this, yeah, hit that thumbs up for sure. I'd appreciate that. Hey, Jimmy, good to see you, man. I got to send you a chat again. We got to chat. But it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. Gary Jones, greetings. Thanks for the resources. Hey, I appreciate you. And I don't think I've seen you before. Thanks for swinging in. And hopefully you enjoy the conversations here. Thanks for stopping by. Yep, Bell's Custom Woodwork. I don't know much about him. I've seen him around the community and stuff. I've never seen too much of his work or know anything about him. He seems like a good dude. But yeah, he's another woodworker, yeah. All right, so before we get into our discussion points, let me know, how was your Monday? How was your weekend? And how was your Monday? How is everybody's day going today? Ours is good. I spent pretty much the whole weekend working, getting things finalized for this. And so that was our weekend. It's cold here anyway. We still had like some ice melting, so but it's up in the 40s now. So, but that's what we did. We had kind of a low-key weekend. Monday was good. Nothing too major to, just work stuff, but nothing major. Yep. I mean, just, when it comes to predictions, find what works and kind of stick with that, I think predictions is something you probably don't have to change too much, but yeah, we can definitely talk. What's up, Bearded RDU? Just wanted to pop in and say thank you for the motivation. Just do it. Yes, sir. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it. Every day is a Saturday. When you are retired and traveling, every day is a Saturday. One day, maybe I'll know what that's like one day. But Dave, good to see you. Hope you and Diane are being safe and wherever you are at the moment. I know you guys are always someplace different, so be safe and enjoy. Hopefully you're somewhere warm, down south or out, southwest or something. Monday was great. Sold the home, like we said before. Made some products today. There you go. Can't complain. Really excited about what's going on. Life is falling into place. That is it, man. That is it. Got a new computer and played around with the video editing software. What'd you get? What are you editing with? I know when we chatted, you guys are a PC family. So what are you editing with? Halloween Madman, good to see you. Have you seen people stop making content due to mental health and getting that corrected? Personally, I don't know anybody that's completely stopped. I know there's people that take breaks, but I think 100% certain that many content creators have stopped making content because of mental health, the toll that this can take on you, or just by the fact that, getting to that point is so hard, all the work that goes into it. Nick Nimmin has a great video that I watched last night about, it's not the one that I posted about, but it was basically about, creators will, they'll stop too early. Film Booth is another channel I watch. They've got a video like this also. Like, what if you stop too early? There's a lot of people that do stop early just because it is hard. I mean, there's some people that stop in a month. And it's all going to be based on expectations also. I think the earlier somebody stops, their expectations may have been kind of a factor in that. When I started doing this, I didn't really have expectations. It just seemed like a fun thing to do. I started in early 2020, before the pandemic, believe it or not. I did start before the pandemic, so I was not a pandemic creator. But, a lot of people, I think those expectations in the beginning, if you don't have those, if you don't know what to expect, then it can be difficult to just deal with that. Luckily, I had some great people in my corner that I talk to on a daily basis that, help me understand expectations and kind of how this whole thing works. Dan C being one of them. So yeah, Jay Cruz is one of them. We talk all the time. I think it's very important to have people that you can talk to, people in your corner that can help you through all this. So yeah, what's up, Bearded Pack? Using Power Director. Okay, cool. I know a lot of people use Power Director. It's not one that I've used myself, but that seems to be a popular one. I came to the conclusion that I need to get me a PC and start playing around with some of these other programs because, one of the disadvantages of being a Mac-only person is that some of this other stuff, like vMix, for example, another live streaming software, whenever I get questions, I can't really answer them because I've never used it. So I need to start expanding past my Mac fanboy mentality. Wife pushed me to spend money on a nice one, 17-inch screen, i7 16 gig. Yes. The i7 16 gig, absolutely. You should be able to run most anything with that. What's up, T. Bearder Strickland? Friday was my mom's birthday, and yesterday was mine, so it was a good weekend. Well, happy birthday to both of you, to you and Mom. Hope it was a great weekend for you all. Tevin, what's up, brother? Probably one of the creators that stopped early and may also contributed to my leaving to stress. Yeah, you had, you and I have talked, so I kind of know what was up with that. But YouTube's always here, man. YouTube's always here, so if you ever get to a place, you got my support all the time, brother. Power Director's pretty user-friendly. I've heard that. Bearded Pack in the house, what's up? 3 keys that's helping me with this channel compared to my last is: 1, it's my passion, my corner is strong and supportive, and tips I've learned from the last channel and Ken. Absolutely. Passion is so important. I think that's a difference in me also from moving from the content that I was doing to doing this now. I just know, I can tell, I feel I have a lot more passion for doing this. It makes a huge difference in just how you feel overall making content, how your content turns out. Definitely important to have a strong circle, somebody in your corner to help and be supportive, and not only tell you that things are good, but also to tell you that maybe you need to work on that, or even, if it's coming from a person that you trust, tell me my thumbnail's trash. I want to know that. It's good to have people that'll do that criticism. Any examples of YouTubers that are making it work without the background and all the bells and whistles? That is just too much work for me personally. Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't have to have, fancy backgrounds and things like that. There's people that will, you know, they'll have a background where maybe they're sitting in a chair in the corner and they'll just have, you know, whatever, you know, a plant there. I think it helps to make it somewhat aesthetically pleasing, but you don't have to have, you know, anything fancy. A plant next to a chair, good lighting, and there you go. Or if you're going to be outside, I mean, outside scenery is always good. You know, good mic for noise that may be out there. But yeah, there's plenty off the top of my head. Well, Aaron Rodgers is one that I know that he's getting some good views. I mean, his channel's still, you know, new and growing, but, you know, his are just kind of at a, Aaron, I don't know if that's a table or what. Let me know, but he's one. You know, you don't have to have that stuff. Now, there are people that, you know, it is true that because we are visual, sometimes seeing that stuff, it just makes it more pleasing to watch. But a lot of it is your content too. I mean, most of it's your content. If you have a boring background, but you are great, making great content, then isn't it really, I don't think it's going to matter at the end. Unless you're, you know, standing at a junkyard or something, but more so on TikTok than YouTube with the basics. Dan, are you talking about with backgrounds or what? I may have missed. Always consider making content again, but leaving my old content behind for good. Just don't know what that would be, but I would not make the same mistakes twice and stick to my content. Yeah. I appreciate that, Aaron. I mean, I think eventually you would have figured it out, but I'm glad that I was able to help you. Rob, I'm knocking on the door of 6K. And yeah, there you go. There's Chris. Chris has the alternate film room, and then he has the regular film room. So, first upgrade I will say is audio. Yeah, so, you know, my opinion is kind of reverse from that. I think lighting and then audio, because of the lighting, you can use any camera. But I also won't say this is wrong, because audio is important also. But no matter which way you order it, lighting and audio and lighting are the first two things. You know, otherwise, camera, you've got a good camera in your hand already, so take care of lighting and audio, yeah. Yep, lighting, then audio for Tyson. Hey, what's up, little Connor? How you doing, man? You taking care of mom and dad? Hope you're doing well, little man. Sit on the couch in the trailer with a tripod, lapel mic, and iPhone. Light is from natural light, yeah. In response to Rob's comment, people are becoming millionaires on TikTok with simply their phone. Much harder to do on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, to get to that, you know, huge level like that, absolutely. TikTok is a different beast. It's a different animal, yeah. Wait, I love old rusty junkyard. Should I stop that? No, I mean, you know, you have a type of content where I could see a format where maybe some of your content may include, you know, maybe not like landfills or something, but, you know, junkyards, like, you know, Shay may be another one. I know you can find some pretty good stuff at some, you know, like even automotive channels, right? There can definitely be channels and niches where that kind of thing would be expected and okay. First upgrade was hardware, computer, then audio. Yeah, there's I tell you, people that can edit on their phone, like I think Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Dan did for a long time, and I know there's other people that do. I just don't like editing on my phone. I'm sure if I had to, I could do it. It's just not what I prefer. I don't prefer that at all. All right, so let's jump into some discussion. All right, so first up, now this is, regardless of the guide and what we've talked about, this is, I want to know just literally from you guys, and this is, some of these are going to be more content creator specific. Some of these are going to be creators and those of you watching. So this one would be mostly content creators because this is what we see in the background. But for your YouTube channel, I'm glad I have a typo there. There we go. What is analytic? What analytic is personally most important to you? For your channel, what analytic personally is most important to you? There's no wrong answers here. This is when you look at your analytics, when you look at your videos at your channel, what is it that you look at first that you always want to know how it's doing? Yep, check out the website. If you never have, check out the website, kenthecontentcoach.com. All of this stuff is there, and try to keep that updated with everything that's going on. Hey, John, good to see you. I hope I didn't miss you up there. But John says CTR and watch time. Yeah, for me, that is me also. CTR is something that I am trying to always improve. I mean, I'm right there in that range where I should be according to YouTube stats, but I'm always trying to make that better. Always trying to have better thumbnails. I'm looking for watch time and views. Yep. Watch time, views, watch time, watch time. Yeah, this is a great one. Audience retention, the length of time people watch the video. Yeah, that's something that I'm also working on myself. I've kind of came to the conclusion lately, as much as I love intros and, you know, just all that look, intros can hurt you. They can hurt your retention. So, you know, this morning's video, my intro was gone. I don't know how many of you, if you watched it, if you noticed that, my intro was gone, and that was intentional. I left the intro out. I'm going to work on a shorter, like a 3-second logo transition, because I do want that transition from my intro, which I try to keep, you know, under a minute, down around 30 seconds to 40 seconds at most, and then a quick 3-second logo transition into the content. So, yep, audience retention is important for sure. Views and watch hours. Latest video is almost to 700 views. Yeah, I mean, the stuff that you're doing, what are you going to do after the Super Bowl? I'm curious. Max, capitalize on the Super Bowl for sure. And then what are you doing after that? Because after that, obviously, you know, NFL news. I mean, you could talk about, you know, some off-season hirings, firings, whatever. But yeah. My intro was 10 seconds. Man, when I started my first channel, my intro and my first several videos, I don't remember how long it was before I changed it, but my intro was like 27 seconds. And that was just, you know, looking back on that now, it's ridiculous. 27 seconds is crazy for an intro. Nobody wants to see that over and over and over. That's one of those things that, again, with a new channel, as a new creator, those are things you kind of learn over time, what works and what doesn't work. A 27-second intro does not work. I would never advise that. The Browns always have drama. Yeah, you can always talk about the Browns. Yeah. It may be the Packers after this season, depending on what happens with the salary cap and what Aaron Rodgers does. That'll affect Devontae Adams and, you know, but either way, no matter what happens, go Pack, go. So, and Gary says, go Bengals. I mean, yeah, that's, you know, when it comes to the Super Bowl, and this is not a sports show, I won't spend a whole lot of time on this as much as I love sports. When it comes to the Super Bowl, I am going to be okay no matter who wins. I love both storylines. My first choice would be the Bengals. I love to see the Bengals do it. I love the story of Joe Burrow, you know, transferring from Ohio State to LSU, doing well. They're coming to the NFL only a couple years now and going to the Super Bowl after the Bengals have not been there for 33 years, I think, or, you know, to the playoffs for 33 years. I think that's fantastic. So I'll be happy if the Bengals win, but then I also love seeing Matt Stafford coming from Detroit into the Rams in year one, leading them to the Super Bowl. I'm going to be happy either way. What retention percentage makes you happy? For me, 37% or more. I'm happy right now. Yeah, I mean, my goal is kind of like, so here's what I'm trying to do. And I tried to do it in this morning's video, and I thought I did well, and I still think I did okay. What I used to do in my videos until today's video is when I got to the end of the video, I would say, so thank you for watching this. And then I would talk about my website, and I would talk about my email address, and I would kind of conclude what I was talking about. And literally after that point, there was maybe 2 minutes, you know, to 3 minutes more of me actually talking about whatever. That's 2 or 3 minutes I don't need there, right? So I took all that out. What I tried to do in this morning's video, and I think there's still one thing that I can tweak to make this work even better. What I want to do is get to a point to where the viewer doesn't even know the end of the video is coming. So you're watching the video and I get to my last point, but you don't necessarily know it's my last point. Or even if you know it's my last point, you don't know that when I finish that point. So then I get to the end screen and I say, if you want to check out, you know, the next video, this is what I talk about, so go watch this video next. That's what I'm trying to get. So for, you know, for the retention, for, you know, how long they watch, how much the video they watch, I would love to have it up to that. That's one statistic I didn't look up. I don't know what the average is, honestly. But, you know, at least 50%. I need to look and see what mine is, to tell you the truth. So yeah, we got some, we got Go Rams, we got Bengals. Yeah, no matter who wins the Super Bowl, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. New head coaches, draft content, free agency, MLB content, and once training camp ends, each team record predictions. Hey, Tommy, what's up? Yep, never let them know when the video's ending. That's what I'm trying to get better at. So my issue when I started this, I love to explain things. Like when I get on a topic, I can talk about it. And so, but I figured out that I don't need to talk as much as I talk. And you're right, never let them know the video's ending. You want them to get to the last. If you have a 10-minute video, don't let them know you're even close to the end until you're at like 9:30. And then before you know it, the video's done. You've got 95% retention on that video. Mr. Beast is an excellent example of the end sneaking. He's an excellent example of a lot of things, a lot of good things. Camera work, you know, transitions, changing, you know, how he tells the story in his videos, you know, constantly changing what people are seeing on screen. Yeah. What's up, Mark? Hey, Tracy, good to see you. I saw your comment, Tracy. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't do that. That's not something I would do, but good to see you, Tracy. I'm glad to see you here. We all should be shooting for about 50%. I'm usually is 30 to 40, but if it's getting views, it can be okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm not a great content creator, but I'm a pro watcher. The issues I see are intros. Don't need to tell them who you are or what you're doing. Get to the hook in 8 seconds or less. Yep. And that's all what I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to work on all that. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, professional crew he has. Yeah, for sure. All right, so the next question. Tracy skips every single intro. I'm getting to that point where I'm going to do that. I feel like for me, I need to have some kind of a transition from my intro to the content. You know, I've literally brought that down from, like I said, when I first started, like 27 seconds. I think now it's like 9 or 10 seconds, but even that's too long. As much as I like that, because I like I like the way intros look. Like when I see somebody's intro, I'll watch it. It doesn't bother me, but I know a lot of YouTube it does. So, you know, a lot of people will leave or skip it or whatever. But I've got to that point too. I need to just skip the intro, but I will have a 3-second, like I said, just a logo transition that goes across the screen. That's probably my most stubborn. I want to have something. So, hey, what's up, Devin? Good to see you, man. Also, don't need to ask them to like or subscribe. Yeah, I keep experimenting with doing that also. I've pretty much in the videos, I don't ask people to subscribe anymore. I've done a few times where like in the very middle of the video or somewhere in the video, I'll say, you know, if you're still here, if you want to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. There's times I haven't done that. I'm kind of experimenting with that also. Beast pays his guys well. Well, yeah, he gets paid well too. So, you know, maybe one day I'll be there, but we'll see. As a watcher, yeah. Talking about skipping intros. I feel people are impressed when you get to the point. I still have a way to go to be smooth. You're right. When you get to the point, that's one thing I've learned is that's what people want. We don't have time to sit and watch all the stuff that we want to put in videos. All right. Next question. So this is going to be for everybody, creators. Basically, if you're watching YouTube videos, when you first go to someone's YouTube channel, what is the first thing you notice? If you've never seen this content creator before, you know, you see their thumbnail, you click on their channel, you go see what their channel's all about. When you go to their channel, what's the first thing that you notice? This is, and again, not niche specific or anything, just any random YouTube channel. What's the first thing you notice? So Rob says thumbnails. The logo. Vato says the logo. Okay. Thumbnail. I think I read the brain needs to be reset every 10 seconds max. Angle change, cut, zoom or something. Yeah, I'm trying to do that better too. I did some stuff in today's video. Always experiment, always. Yeah, banner. Yep, thumbnail. Video quality. So yeah, absolutely, Michael. So video quality, but let's say you haven't clicked on their video yet. You just go to their channel, right? You're on their channel on your phone. You see their cover photo, the channel name, their subscriber count, all that stuff. You haven't clicked a video yet. What do you see first on their channel? Try to make thumbnails, but my thumb is only so big, can barely read anything. Yeah.
You don't know my life.
Cover photo. Depends on what I'm looking for. If it's just personal interest, it's thumbnails. For professional use, it's the title. Photo scene, yeah. So, yeah, for me, it's the banner. That's one thing that I've always been kind of big on is banner. I want to look at somebody's channel. I want to look from their banner down to their channel name, and I want to know what this channel is about without having to think too much about it. I love the change that YouTube recently made. Let me see if I can. A lot of you, I'm sure you guys have seen this by now, but I love the channel that, or the change that YouTube recently made. So now when you go to somebody's channel, not only do you see the banner, let's do it this way. Not only do you see the banner, but you also see what they're basically their about page right there. So just in that little section, you can see their banner and the about. You see all of that. I love YouTube made that change. I don't know, maybe a month ago. I absolutely love that change. I love the way that looks now. I'm weird. I don't look at channels. YouTube is a search engine. I just watch the video. If I like them, I go back and watch more. Yep, fair enough. Yep. I'm to a point the same. I don't necessarily look at everybody's channel, but if I do go look, you know what? I probably take that back. I probably do look at channels more than I realize, because I'm always looking at it from a perspective of how's their channel set up. So that's kind of stuff I'm going to look for. But yeah, I'm with you. Gary looks to see when the channel was created. Banners should tell you exactly what they are going to get from your channel. Yeah, on the so Gary, on this one, yeah, you look to see when their channel was created. I do also to an extent. One thing that I try to keep in mind though is that there's some people that do have multiple channels. I'm one of those. So you know, people will go, you know, back and forth between different types of content, sometimes between different channels. And so I try to keep that in mind. But yeah, when was the channel created? A lot of times I want to see, yeah, probably for some of the same reasons you do, like when they started. I get inspiration from, if you think about channels like Think Media, for example, right? Think Media has been around for like 10 or 11 years at this point. They were very, very early. And if you go back and look at some of Think Media's earlier videos, like if you look at Sean Cannell's first video, completely different than what they look like now. You literally see what all they have learned and what they put into practice. I love seeing stuff like that. Look at sub count for some reason. Yep, a lot of people do, and that's, you know, one thing that I do say. Did I say it in the video this morning? I don't think no, I didn't say that specifically in the video, but it is in the guide. You know, sub count is important for some things, depending on what your channel's about. If you're talking about brand deals, you know, affiliate marketing, things like that, companies and, you know, brands are for the most part, they want to see your sub count. You know, a lot of times I think the companies need to dig deeper and look at the analytics of the channel. You know, how many people are actually watching their videos? How many people are interacting in the comments? You know, what does their reach actually look like? But the subscriber count's important for those reasons. John, I made my channel in 2012, had nothing on it until 2020. Yeah, that's a great point too. Sub count speaks to me from an experience standpoint. To an extent, I agree with that, but again, there's people that for whatever reason maybe have a lower. There's some great content creators with low sub counts, so I just try to keep that in mind. Look for their storyline. What about mods? Mods are like the rodeo clown that entertains the crowd. Mods are enforcers, man, and you are valuable. My mods are absolutely fantastic. One of these days, I'm going to be able to compensate you guys somehow. But yeah, you guys are the enforcers. Mods are important. This is a video that I'm going to do pretty soon. Mods are super important because, especially for those of you that are live streaming, sitting behind the stuff that's, well, I guess sitting in front of the stuff that's in front of me right now, trying to run a stream. It's easy, but it's not easy. You know what I mean? And so the mods do a great job of, making sure that the chat stays respectful. We take care of trolls and things like that. Sometimes we make mistakes and we bring them back. And yeah, mods are awesome. Mods are valuable. Subs mean nothing. Views get checks. Oh, absolutely. From that standpoint, yeah, the views are what get you paid for sure. I actually have some students that have high subscriber count but have never created a video. Yeah, I almost made a video about this at one time, but I decided not to. I was scrolling TikTok and I saw a creator who had just started a YouTube channel. I have no idea what her channel was going to be about. She had no cover photo. She had just created the channel like the day before that. And she was on TikTok. On TikTok, she had like 100,000 followers or something like that. And the whole purpose of her TikTok live stream was go subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I'm sitting here watching this, and by the end of the live stream, she had like 600 subscribers. But she had no videos, no mission statement. She even said during the live, I'm not exactly sure what my content's going to be about. I'm not saying obviously your students doing that, but that's something that, is her channel going to be successful? I don't know. Odds are probably not, but she may be able to do okay. That's just not the way that I would do it. Sub count means nothing to me when I find a channel. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same with that, Tracy. Me too. If I search for something specific when faced with 5 million subs versus 500, I'm trying to save time. No, sir. Negative. That will never, ever, ever happen. I never realized till I started uploading my current content that I have one of the oldest YouTube accounts. Yeah, I still don't know how to change your YouTube name. Until you hit the 100, I'm not sure. I have not been able to find anything about that. You've got some kind of grandfathered YouTube URL. Yep. Mods got your 6. I got the best mods there are. If you're getting the views, the subs will come 100%. You can buy a play button for $1,000. Yeah, but Tommy, you know what? It's not the same as earning it. And I know you know that. But yeah, I'm sure you've probably seen them for sale out there. That's crazy to think about. Like, do people, okay, Tommy, I'm just going to ask you because I'm assuming you've seen this, but I can't imagine why anybody would. Do people sell their play buttons out on eBay or, whatever, resell? Do they sell their play buttons? That's crazy to think about. Chase's Kingdom, how are you? Good to see you. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Perception means a lot to most people. Absolutely. And in the perception, the sub counts do go into that perception, the way the channel looks, all of it. The honest truth of it is that every viewer has something different they see when they go to a channel or what's important to them. So, yeah, perception pretty much for everything, right? Yes. Yes, that is Vato. Stream Feared is good. We're good to go. You can make a fortune making play buttons. I know loads of people that buy subs, not the play button itself, but the subs to get it. I gotcha. Yes, that is definitely a problem. Yeah, that is a problem. Also against YouTube terms of service, and for the most part, most channels will never actually make it buying subs because you get a bunch of accounts that aren't actually going to watch your content. So, All right. So next up. Now, the reason I put this question in here because I've got my opinion on keywords, and specifically we're talking channel keywords here. But we can talk about video tags also because this is where a lot of the opinion is. But do you have any channel keywords, and do you feel they are important? I'd love to hear at the same time your opinions on video tags. But channel keywords, do you feel that they are important? Do you have yours set up? A lot of people don't. Like I kind of said that earlier. A lot of people don't realize that that spot is there. Again, for the first couple of months after I got into this, I didn't realize it either. I didn't realize how important they were, which, I'll just go and tell you up front. My opinion is that yes, they are important. I think channel keywords must be there, but maybe there's channels, and I'm sure there are some channels that have been successful without them. So what do you guys feel about channel keywords? Buying subs but would still only have 30s and lives would look weird. There's a lot of ways you can tell if somebody's bought subs or not. This is not a perfect science, but for the most part you can always tell based on stats. If you guys have never checked out socialblade.com, Social Blade is a great way. You can look up any channel on Social Blade. A lot of times you can kind of put two and two together on what's going on with the channel. Now, don't take that as gospel because that's not always the case, but a lot of times you can kind of dig into Social Blade and kind of figure out what's what with a channel. Tommy showed me how to see the sub buying. Yeah, you may be talking about Social Blade or something else, John. I'm not sure. What about hashtags? Some use many. So, channel keywords and video tags are the same as far as how many you can use and how you use them. You can have up to 500 characters. So for each word that you have a total of 500 characters. My advice, my recommendation is to use all 500 characters, or at least as many as you can. Sometimes you'll get around like 494, 497, whatever, and there's not another word you can really put in there. But, YouTube's official stance, to be fair, YouTube's official stance is that, video tags really have no real play into how well the video does. The main purpose for video tags is for if you have, if something in your title is commonly misspelled or something in the video is commonly misspelled, then tags can help that content be pushed, be seen, be noticed. My personal opinion, and I could be completely wrong on this. I don't think that I am, but I could be wrong. I think for me, I think tags have always helped. My viewpoint, kind of the way I see it, if video tags can help people find videos with commonly misspelled words, then putting those words in the tags help that, then how can putting tags in not help anything else? That's just my view on it. I've always used all of my tags, and I always will, but there's definitely different opinions, and I'm not saying I'm right or somebody's wrong or I'm wrong and somebody's right. That's just kind of my opinion on it. Now, hashtags, there is one other thing to think about with your YouTube videos, and I don't know how many people know this. It's actually, if you put hashtags in your video description, that can be a bad thing. YouTube actually does not like that. They call it hashtag stuffing, and I can't say that I've ever seen this happen, but supposedly they can shut your channel down if you keep doing that. So I don't know of a case or know a channel that's happened to, but that's part of their official stance on hashtags and descriptions. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that your tags are going into the actual tag field. You can use hashtags in your description, but only use like, 2 or 3 tops is what I do, what most people will do. I don't even put them in the description at all, but sometimes I do. I'll use, 3 tops. So just keep that in mind. Yep, since day one. Yep, channel keywords. Buying subs is crazy when watch time matters. Yeah. Yes, channel keywords outweigh video tags by 1,000-fold. Tags and YouTube's own words are for misspellings. Yeah, and I do agree with that. I think the channel keywords are definitely far more important than video tags. Absolutely. 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs, right? Where do you see lifetime watch time? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go look at that. So that's going to be in your YouTube studio. Give me a second to pull that up. I'll just pull mine up and show you kind of how to narrow down to that. And this is going to be with any analytic in your YouTube studio. You'll be able to see this. So give me a second. Waiting. I got a good computer, but when everything's running, it's things are a little bit slower. So I don't have that M1 yet. I'm gonna have that M1 Mac Mini at some point. All right. Okay. So when you go to YouTube Studio, go to Analytics. And when you go into Analytics, you're going to have some stuff up front you can see, and you can really drill. I mean, you can really drill your analytics down. I mean, real granular. You see advanced mode. Let me zoom in a little bit, actually. So you see advanced mode over here, right? You can really drill down to a granular level what your analytics look like. So if you want to see lifetime, you have a drop down here, and this drop down is here for pretty much every analytic you want to look at. If you drop this down, there's actually a lifetime option. So you can see, you know, for example, here, lifetime. Oh, let me bring that back down. Lifetime, 15.6 thousand views, 1.9 thousand watch hours, 459 subscriber wise. This is my lifetime view. You can change that for almost every part of your analytics area. So that's where you see that at. Let me know if that answers that, for sure. But that's how you find that. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, John. Yeah, you can buy watch time, you can buy thumbs up, thumbs down, you can buy views, you can buy subs, you can buy everything. Just again, and John, I know you know this, but for people that may be listening, understand that's against YouTube's terms of service. I don't personally know any channel that's been taken down, but it's well within their right to do so. It's in those terms. So, all right, Chase's Kingdom. How many hours of watch time yearly do you have to maintain? I feel that is the key to success. So if you're talking just in general, there's no real rule. If you're talking YouTube Partner Program, that's where that kind of comes into play. So your 4,000 watch hours are for the last rolling 12 months. So basically, when you get to that point where you have 1,000 subscribers, your 4,000 watch hours have to be within the previous 12 months. As long as that's met, then you're good to go. And yep, that's it. Pretty much it. Let me know if that's answering what you're asking specifically. But it's 4,000 in the last 12 months. So much to learn. Yeah. Yep. A lot. There's still a lot for me to learn. Still a whole lot for me to learn. I think the best YouTubers understand that too, that, you know, if you talk to somebody like Nick Nimmin or, you know, Sean Cannell or, you know, these big, you know, Mr. Beast, Casey Neistat, all these big YouTubers, I think they tell you the same thing, that they're still, you know, constantly learning also. Because again, once we learn something, something changes. YouTube changes something. So the AI creates internal tags using title, description, and matching with words that are spoken. That's why just putting the high traffic keywords or tags in doesn't work if not in the content. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I could be totally wrong on my viewpoint on tags. I just know that I've always done it. I've always had a, you know, pretty good run of success in doing what I was doing, so I've just kind of kept it that way. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just wasting a bunch of time I don't need to waste. I have a hard time knowing that when I do a video on a couple certain topics, I get much larger view counts, watch hours, and subscribers, but with what the channel is about, it covers many topics. Yeah, I mean, you have, in your niche, you have a lot of things you could talk about. I saw a video of yours where you were just driving down the road in your truck and you wanted to show people, I think it was how loud, was it your tires or your exhaust? Oh no, you were showing, I think, stabilization. You'd either got some new tires, I think, or something, and you were trying to show them how rough the ride was. And so you set the camera. I watched that whole video like 2 or 3 times. I just, for whatever reason, thought that was interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can talk about with, you know, your travel. No maintaining. Yeah, once you hit that 4,000. How many do you feel are the key to success as far as watch hours maintained yearly? I don't know if I really have a view on that. I mean, every channel is going to be different on that. You know, you're going to have videos that are longer, shorter. You're going to have types of videos that maybe people watch more than once. I think, you know, I'm pretty good with you know, video, you know, audience retention and, you know, views and stuff like that. Whatever the watch hours climb to, I'd have to think. I don't know if I really necessarily have a viewpoint on me personally, what I would feel is success for watch hours. As long as I'm maintaining, you know, again, for the partner program, which, you know, on my first channel I'm still doing, and once I get there on this channel, which I will eventually, as long as I'm maintaining that, I think I'm okay. You know, your audience retention and views on your individual videos, I think for me is good enough. $4,000 watch hours have been impossible. Just need a more inconsistent content. Yeah, you know, it's the whole compounding thing. The more videos you have out there, you know, the watch hours can only climb with that. Live streaming is huge too for watch hours. A lot of watch hours come from live streaming. So I know you're not, at least I don't think you are. I don't think you're a big fan of live streaming, Rob, but that's a good way to do it too. Of course, your goal should be increasing watch hours, more interaction with your channels, the more growth potential. Yep. Yeah, absolutely, man. So hard. Sometimes hard to get a feel for the correct deal. Yeah. You know, set some goals. You know, make sure they're reasonable. Don't be discouraged. And yeah, the watch hours thing, I just don't have a necessarily a personal opinion. As long as my videos are getting watched and a good percentage of them, I think I'm okay with that. Because I may have a 10-minute video, I may have a 20-minute video, and obviously, you know, based on views, you're going to get different amounts of watch hours. Oh yeah, almost 90 million, yeah, Mr. Beast. When I stopped making videos, I thought I would lose monetization when my yearly hours dropped below 4K, but I've kept monetization. I'm not sure why I thought I would lose it. So I think YouTube's official word on when they can remove you from the partner program is if you don't put a video out in any 6-month period. I think there's more to it than that, but off the top of my head, that's what I know for sure. So if you go 6 months without doing a video, I think the way it's worded is that we reserve the right to remove you from the partner program. I don't know if they actually do. Kept thinking all the topics have been done, but I know there are a few who just follow Copper Johns and not others. I get a lot of questions and DMs. No, you don't lose it when you get to 1K, 4K, you're good. Yeah, but John, I do think there's that 6-month period. I'll have to go back and make sure, but I'm pretty sure that they can. I think it's written in the terms that if you don't put out videos in a 6-month period, they can remove you from the partner program. Hey, what's up, Ben? Good to see you. Christmas Clatter. Todd, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. All right. Any other? I don't see any more questions. All right, what do we got next? Thumbnails. So thumbnails, when you're browsing YouTube, what catches your eye the most on thumbnails? What is it in a thumbnail that you're looking for that really gets your attention? And this is maybe hard to answer. There's probably gonna be all kinds of things. Yeah, when you see a thumbnail, what makes you click it? There's some kind of verbiage for sure stating that they have the right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 6 months. How many videos per week do you feel is too many? I have so much content to get out, but I don't want to overload. Yeah, I mean, so definitely listen to your audience. First and foremost, there's going to be some people that, you can't overload if you see a video every day. It depends on your content also. But what is too many? From just a basic standpoint, too many is whatever puts you kind of over stressed, right? So if you can do 2 videos a week and maintain that and not be stressed out, do 2. If you can do 3, if it's 1 is great too. If it's 1 every 2 weeks, I don't know if I'd go much more than that, but basically whatever you are comfortable putting out. I do think that you can overload too many videos at one time. I like to give videos time to breathe. I mean, the most that I'll ever do is 2 videos in 1 week. I mean, that's not counting live streams. That gives videos you've done a chance to breathe and, people to see those. I do think that there are a lot of people who will just kind of get tired of multiple videos. And obviously that's going to depend on the type of content that you're putting out. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. I really do. And if there's ever any specific question you have, definitely throw it out there. If I don't know the answer, I'll definitely research it. It may become a video, may become a live stream topic. But yeah. Just remember, when you're monetized, your videos need to be 8 minutes to get money from views. So I know that 8 minutes, you can't put like mid-roll ads, which I don't do that anyway. I don't like mid-roll ads personally, but I didn't know that about they necessarily have to be 8 minutes. Hey, Papa Frank Guido, good to see you. How are you, sir? So colors, bright colors, bold text, needs to make me curious or interested for sure. Text style and colors used matches my eye or catches my eye, big and simple. Title, but color catches the eye. Oh, nah, that's not necessary here, brother. Not necessary at all. I'll be to that point eventually, but it's definitely not necessary. I had somebody ask me if I will ever charge for, like my Friday night live stream, right? On Friday nights, we do a stream called Just Stream With Me, and it's basically a chance for people to go live that, want to go live, haven't done it yet, want to break that fear or whatever. Somebody asked me if I'll ever charge for that. No, I would never charge for something like that. I don't, for somebody to come on a live stream and get comfortable. No, so definitely not necessary. You being here is enough. All of you guys that are here, it's enough. I appreciate you all. Got to just take the hit when your videos don't do what you think they will. Had a great viewed video 1 week, following week was less than half of that. Yeah, and I mean, every video is a I mean, at the end of the day, we're all gambling, right? To a certain extent. There's definitely things we can do to make our videos get out there, but then there's no guarantees. And every video, my view on it, every video is an experiment. I try to do something different in each one just to see what works. And the important thing is, when you find what works, stick with that, capitalize on that, change it up a little bit, but kind of run with what works. As a viewer, what is the thumbnail? So the thumbnail is the picture you see. So when you're scrolling through Facebook, it's the picture that you see next to the title. So for example, on the live stream, when you were waiting for me to actually go live, the thumbnail is the picture you see in the background. It's the picture that you see on the side of the video as it's out there. Did you ever figure out why channels don't get taken down with game sounds in the background? No, I didn't have a chance this weekend to dig into it, but I'm definitely going to. I want to try to find out what the overall is on that. I tried a video a day challenge once for a month. It was brutal. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's people that can do it. That's definitely brutal though, depending on what you're doing. Dan looks for pretty beards and thumbnails. Well, then you click on all mine, right? No, good beards. Yeah, especially in your niche. Yeah, you want to see a good beard in the thumbnail. You can get paid on any video, just can't add a second ad until 8 minutes. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking also, but I'm gonna look for sure, just for my own knowledge. Dash with Ash in Canada, good to see you. I loved your live stream today. I had to go back and watch the replay. That was interesting. Like I kind of commented about how, I kind of wonder sometimes how much the actual drivers get paid for doing that, because we do pay more of a premium for the food when we order that way. But that was an interesting stream. I learned some stuff. Appreciate it. And now Gary wants to do DoorDash. There you go, man. Little side job. They changed the rules last year to add the second ad. Yeah, I definitely remember, or what I do know is it has to be at least 8 seconds to do the mid-roll stuff, but that's all that I remember at this point off the top of my head. So yeah, so for me, thumbnails, you guys pretty much kind of, I agree with what most of you said. For me, I want to see not too much text. I don't want to, spend a bunch of time reading a whole bunch of text on a thumbnail, but definitely colors, something interesting. I like the thumbnails when people make the weird faces, and because that gets my attention. Like, what's he making that face for? So stuff like that gets my attention. I like little text that gives me an idea what the video is about, but leaves me kind of questioning what is the video actually going to say about that text and about it. So, yep, that's me. Why does controversial content bring the views of an average low view channel? Is it because we can't not watch it? Yeah, it's the whole talk show train wreck kind of thing we all like. Well, not all. I don't. We all like train wrecks, that whole conversation. Yeah, like moss to a bug zapper, yeah. Yeah, so that's it on thumbnails. I mean, the biggest thing with thumbnails, so for creators who are putting out thumbnails, you want to make sure that they catch attention, whatever that looks like. And when you find something that works, roll with that, tweak it a little bit every time, make it unique to the video, but roll with that theme, with that style. I did say in this morning's video that you can, go look at a search term, go search for the type of content, the type of video that you're going to put out, and just kind of see what's working for that. Don't ever copy it. Don't do what somebody else is doing, but you can kind of get a feel for what's working and then tweak that to your style. All right, so last question I have. So for those of you that create, and honestly, if you are consuming content, I'd love to hear your views on this also. So for those of you that create, though, who's your target audience? So for your specific channel, who are the people that you are aiming your videos for? Who do you think is watching your videos? And then what ways do you tailor your content style to serve them? For those of you that are consuming content that watch, what is it that you're looking for? From the channels that you watch, what are kind of your views on that? Yeah, no. Nothing specific. I had a controversial banger that hit the ceiling. Is that recently or a while back? I may know the video you're talking about, but you can have 2 ads on any video, but cannot add them to the middle unless you hit 8 minutes. Used to be 10 minutes. Every video can be started in the. So, Sugar Mamas, okay. I gotcha. Resellers. I do Funko reviews, and I see a lot of people putting their faces on their thumbnails for their reviews. I tend to do the opposite. Oh, look, I love Funkos. I don't have near as many as I'd like to have. I have to go check out your thumbnails, but I would love to see like the actual Funkos that maybe you're talking about or something. I have to go see what your thumbnails are. I tend to focus on the product I'm reviewing and not myself. I'm gonna go check your channel out. Yeah, target audience is sports fans. Try to talk about the recent news and related topics. Yeah, yours is a little bit easier. Most people like sports, I think, on one level or another. So my target audience was for the consumer's wallet for saving money. That, and I want their relaxed zone time. Yeah. Creators, live streamers, and tech peeps. Yep, same thing. That's pretty much me and John kind of do the same type of content. People who have and love beards. Yes, sir. Yep, actually picked up something on Dan's recommendation. Just came in today. I'm going to wear this tomorrow. So Dan is definitely one I watch for this, but this is Mr. Moose. And for those of you that know me, this is called Leathersmith. You can already guess why I love this one. Leather, tonka, oud, and cedar. Smells like leather, so that's my type of scent. So I'm looking forward to trying it out, Dan. Cart 63, kart racers, new racers coming in, terms and knowledge. Some people, may not have yet, share my experience basically. Yeah, dude, you're killing it with that channel. I love what's happening with that channel. Christmas Clatter, my audience is 70% female. I had no intention of focusing a specific audience. Yep, Christmas. I know you're talking about doing some different things. I don't know exactly what those are, but yeah. I think is that why, Todd? Because it's Christmas, maybe. I'm guessing so. We have lots of Funko collectors in our space. I bet. I can't say I've ever looked at eBay or any other reseller site for Funkos, but I have to look at that. It's going to be interesting once I do baseball. Curious to see which sport brings more eyes. I'll make a prediction, probably football, but I know there's a lot of baseball fans also. Careful, Cruz might try to fight your moose. I hope not. Cruz wouldn't like this anyway because it smells like leather. Oh, Aaron too, absolutely. Aaron's doing some good stuff. Starting a Christmas channel right away. There you go, John. Love the scent of leather and wood. Oh, yes, Tracy. Leather is one of my favorites. Most people, like the beard guys that have known me for a couple of years, they all know it's like the biggest joke whenever like somebody's talking about leather in a live stream. I'll usually get a DM on IG like, hey, come here, they're talking leather. So yeah. Football has way more passionate viewers, shorter season. They can't miss anything. Yeah, that's pretty much why I say I think football. But I do know there's a lot of baseball fans, so I'm sure that'll do well. But I do think your football content, when you look back on it after the first year, and even after you're doing your channel for a couple of years, see how that changes. But I think your football content will probably do better. You look for natural content and healthy content. Collected Funko hardcore for several years. Yeah, we just got into it. Like my wife started buying them for me a couple of years ago, so I don't have a ton of them, but I do love the ones I have. I believe the Christmas audience is female, however the creators, in general is female, however the creators in the space are bearded dudes. It's the whole Christmas thing. I mean, like I think, I guess most houses are kind of like mine. Like my wife, she loves Christmas all year long. I love Christmas, but not as much as she does, so she'll probably watch it all the time. All right, so those were the points that I had tonight. If you guys have any questions about anything here, thumbnails, tags, anything at all, throw them out there. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about tonight is, just getting to that 1,000 subscribers. Those are some of the key basic at a fundamental level ways to build your channel in a way so that your channel is optimized, SEO wise, all that, so that you will set your channel up for, greater chance of success. So that's what I want to talk about tonight. Next week's going to be different. We're not done yet, but next week's going to be a little bit different. Next week's going to be an awesome show. So, hey, Tyson, we're not done yet. We got one more thing here. Let me get it ready. You guys know that every week we have to do this. Ken, did you make all your own overlays? Yes, I make all. That's one thing since I started, I've always done my own art. That's the one thing coming into it that I was good at is graphics, being able to do stuff like that. I've gotten better as time has gone along, and especially, John, you can appreciate this, and you guys that do live streams, I know you guys can appreciate this. The more live streams that I've done, the better with graphics I've gotten. For some reason, live streams have elevated my graphics. There's still plenty of people that do it way better than me, but I've gotten better since. But yeah, I've always done my own overlays and stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate it, Rob. It's going to happen. It's going to happen when it's supposed to, organically, proper growth. It's going to happen. But I appreciate it. I really do. I'm excited to get to 500. I'm almost there. I want that community tab so bad. I want that community tab. I appreciate it, Aaron, but you're the one doing the hard work, man. Keep on working. Thanks, Tracy. Hey, what's up, Zeb? Good to see you, man. We were just talking about football a second ago. I was telling everybody how much of a Packers fan you are. I'll go ahead and give you one of these. That's for you, Zeb. What's up, Zeb? No, Zeb is a Ravens fan. I like to give him that, though. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Who wants to do some this or that? We'll do some this or that for a few minutes, or would you rather is what this deck is called. So, again, pod decks is what I'm using here. Let's do a little bit, and then we'll get out of here. So, first question up, and again, I only know the first question because I opened the app up, and this is what comes up. After this, I have no idea what the questions are. So the first question: would you rather have Wheat Thins or Triscuits? And even through this is just kind of a fun way to end. But if you guys have creation questions, even through this, definitely throw them out there. But would you rather have Wheat Thins or Triscuits? What do you think of transitions between topics like video transitions? So personally, I like them. I stopped using them because of the same thing I was saying before. Most people don't, when you're talking viewers in your audience, they really don't necessarily care. They want the information. Me personally, when I'm watching a video, they don't bother me, but overall people tend to, sometimes they'll leave, they won't stick around, whatever. I've kind of stopped doing them myself. I used to have them in live streams, used to do them in videos. I don't really do them anymore, but that's just me. Like if I came across one of your videos and you had those kind of transitions, wouldn't bother me at all, but it depends on your total audience. So that's just my take. I don't do it anymore. There you go, Shay. You design graphics? All right, so we got Wheat Thins. There's only one right answer here. I'm gonna get to know a lot of you guys with this answer. So we got Wheat Thins, Triscuits. What is Triscuits? So Wheat Thins for you. Yeah, transitions between segments. Yeah, I used to do them. So when I was doing product reviews, I would put them, between. So I would talk about the company, then the price and the product and the conclusion, the sense, and I would have one between all that. Since I've transitioned to this channel, I've just stopped doing that kind of stuff because I've found for the most part, people don't necessarily, care either way about those. So, but that's just speaking for me personally. With your content, it may look different. So I'm gonna go check out a couple of your videos though because I love the Funko stuff. All right, we got Wheat Thins, Triscuits and squeezed cheese. I'm gonna come back to your comment. Triscuits. Oh, nice. You went to school for graphic design. Okay. Tomato basil Wheat Thins. I had to read that for a second. All right, so here's my answer. Wheat Thins all day. Triscuits to me are like crunchy cardboard. I can't stand Triscuits, but that's just me. I don't judge anybody. Definitely Wheat Thins for me though. I love I like the tomato basil ones. My favorite are just the straight up regular salted Wheat Thins. MD Picker says Triscuits. That's okay. I don't judge anybody. I'm just a Wheat Thins guy. All right, what's next? Would you rather do 100 jumping jacks or push-ups? Would you rather do 100 jumping jacks or push-ups? This one's going to be easy for me to answer. I should have been more specific during live video transitions, during certain segments, for instance. So now for live streams specifically, no, I don't use transitions at all during live streams. I think that sometimes it can get to be too much during a stream, depending on how many times you're changing scenes. Now, I've never seen one of your streams, so I'd have to check it out. But if you have, if your show has, 2 or 3 transitions, not much, then no big deal. But if you're like constantly going between scenes, I'd probably consider not doing that, actually taking it out. So I'd have to see your videos, but I don't use them during live streams. So like when I go between scenes, you're going to see. So like if I go to where I have somebody on screen, it's just going to go straight to it. Obviously you don't see me right now. I don't have that scene set up, but if I go between scenes, it just goes just like this. So that's just my view on that. All right. So would you rather do 100 jumping jacks or push-ups? Aaron, I'm going to pretend like you didn't put that comment in there, and it's definitely not going on screen, sir. Smoke is not greater than leather. All right, so we got push-ups, jumping, of course, push-ups, jumping jacks, I want to live, jumping jacks. Yep, you know how it is. Text Ninja gets you some stuff. Oh, absolutely. All the time for me. Yeah. Autocorrect was a great invention, but sometimes it's not. So yeah, jumping jacks, jumping jacks, jumping jacks, jumping jacks. Travis does push-ups every single day. I need to get better. I need to do it myself, but no, Ben, come on, man. Not correct. Cheddar Triscuits. I've never had cheddar Triscuits. I may enjoy those. I don't know. We got push-ups, jumping jacks unless I was 108 pounds like back in the military days. Push-ups. I'd rather jump. Jumping jacks. Hey, this one's pretty mixed. Pretty kind of 50-50 down the line. I'm going to say in the shape that I'm in now, jumping jacks. Jumping jacks. When I was in the Army, when I was in shape, I could do push-ups all day long, didn't bother me, but I'm not there anymore. So jumping jacks, I'm still going to get tired, but I think jumping jacks over push-ups is for me for sure. When doing a live stream, how important is it for creator to have viewers comment for content creators? Overall just for, fun of the show, for conversation, all that kind of stuff. It's important. But there's some, especially when live streamers first start out, you may not have many viewers, may not have much conversation. It's important then for the content creator themselves to be able to know how to run a show at that point, because when this is done, this live stream is going to stay up. Some people take their streams down. I leave mine up. But this show is going to be, viewed after. So people can come back and watch it. Now, live stream replay is usually not the greatest, but some people do go back and watch. So you still want to put on a good show. You still want to talk about the content that you have, just like you normally would, so that that show is still, has some replay value. But in the moment, it's important for, I think, the overall audience, the conversation, all that kind of stuff. We should have a push-up competition. I mean, I don't know. She may beat me. I don't know. I would die on push-ups. Chase's Kingdom says jacks all day. What is your order for Chick-fil-A? Gonna judge you hard right now, especially for sauce suggestions. Okay. So right now, my order is different than what it normally is because we're kind of trying to eat better right now. Normally, my order is either a chicken sandwich deluxe, fries, the honey barbecue and Chick-fil-A sauce, large sweet tea. That is my order. I'll either do that or I'll do the 4-count chicken strips with the same other choices. So what's your order? What's yours? If you guys like Chick-fil-A, throw it down there. What's your Chick-fil-A order? We love Chick-fil-A. Well, there you go, John. There's a food question. What's your Chick-fil-A order, sir? Good to know we can neutralize Ken with Triscuits and push-ups. Hey, look, Rob, let's be honest. I'm a big dude. If, Triscuits was the only option I had in front of me, I'm probably still going to eat it, but I would prefer not to. Chat messages during the show help more to push out comments, or push out but comments after help creator more. Yeah, from that standpoint, for sure. I wasn't sure if he was asking about that or just overall how the stream goes, in the moment. Yep, interaction always helps push the show out more, though. Food is more interesting. What did everybody have for dinner? We had Chick-fil-A tonight. That's what we had. Tonight I had grilled chicken, a 12-count grilled chicken with a side salad because we are working on eating a little better. That's not what I normally get. We don't have a Chick-fil-A on Maui under construction. You know what else you don't have? Because we were looking the other day, not specifically for Hawaii, but we were trying to figure out where Culver's are. You guys don't have a Culver's either. That's our other place we love. So, hey Ken, did you get your? Maybe I missed it in the chat. Did you get your box today from UPS? Yeah, absolutely, man. What is Chick-fil-A? Nick, do you really? Okay, I guess this is your fault being in California. You guys really don't have a Chick-fil-A out there? Man. I don't know what I would do without Chick-fil-A. No idea. Love it all. Chick-fil-A is amazing. Ranch and ketchup. Vato, I can't do ranch, man. 2 chicken sandwiches, large waffle fries. Well, see, you guys have Chick-fil-A in California because that's where Aaron is. Polynesian sauce. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We have a bottle of Polynesian sauce. Love the Polynesian sauce. Spicy chicken sandwich and lemonade. That's what my son, he likes the spicy chicken. Just the regular sandwich with extra pickles, no sauce. So Mel is the regular with no pickles. Grilled cheese at Chick-fil-A. I guess, will they do that for you? Spicy chicken with American cheese fries and Chick-fil-A sauce. Culver's. Oh yeah, cheese curds. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, I forget you're like, 5 hours behind, I think. So awesome. Okay. You don't have one where you are? Well, you need to go visit Aaron. You guys have some Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is amazing, man. Number 1, no pickles, American cheese, large, cherry Coke all the way. There you go. Yeah, Mel, she didn't even get Chick-fil-A today. She had fruit with some peanut butter. Oh, Ellie, you gotta go. You gotta go. Todd, man, I love White Castle. I'm the only, well, me and my son are the only people in the house that like White Castle. I don't eat it very often though because it's just, you know, the whole stomach thing. It's not good. But I do like White Castle. Spicy chicken fries and lemonade. Yep, belly bombers, exactly, belly bombers. All right. We'll do one more question. All right, would you rather have a free attorney anytime you need one or a free psychologist whenever you need to talk? Free attorney anytime or a free psychologist whenever you need to talk? Yeah, we have Popeyes also. I do like Popeyes. I love their coleslaw and their red beans and rice. Yep, see, I told you. Nobody else in the house but me and my oldest son like White Castle. Mel hates it. So yeah, would you rather have a free attorney anytime or a free psychologist? So we got attorney, and we got a lot of business owners and things, so I'm assuming attorney. Attorney. Yeah, attorney would be my answer also. I feel like for a psychologist, I don't know that I specifically have the need for one. I got a lot of people that I talk to, but that's not minimizing that at all. If, you know, mental health is huge. If you're out there and you need that, then don't feel like you shouldn't. So, psychologist over an attorney. There's a Popeyes on base, so I get it occasionally. Yeah, I think there's a Popeyes on a lot of military bases. Attorney because health insurance pays for psychologist. Sounders. I don't know Sounders. Is that a restaurant? Or did I miss something? Psychologist, mental health services are expensive, especially the meds. That's true. That is very true. Hey, Kevin, what's up, man? Team Replay, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Attorney, they're more expensive. Too many crazy psychologists. Attorney. How do we feel about green screens during lives or videos? I love the idea, depending on what you have. You know, so for live streams, I use Ecamm, which has a great built-in, you know, green screen feature. I don't necessarily have to have the actual green screen. I've seen some people do some fantastic things with green screen. There's a guy in the Ecamm community literally painted his entire room green. His walls, his ceiling, his floor was green. Everything was green. And I've seen some of his overlays and some of the things he does. He basically, one of his green screen scenes is like a newsroom set. It's fantastic what it looks like. But he had just finished painting and he was doing a walkthrough of his office. Literally everything is green. I don't know if I could sit in there. It'd drive me crazy, but he killed it. If you surround yourself with the right people, you don't need, for I agree with that to an extent for people to talk to, but there's definitely a need for, you know, and I know, you know, ex-military, I mean, mental health is real. So I know that's not what you're saying, but I agree with, you know, just on a talking level. Yeah. My cousin is a LPC, so I can get free mental health help if need be. Oh, I didn't know that. I feel they've done right, and sometimes they're okay, but if they're not, and it can be a total disaster. Yeah. They're talking about green screens. Yeah. I use a green screen, not my favorite, but it's all I can do. White Castle Burger Challenge, man, I'd be miserable for a little bit. All right, so that's what we got for tonight. So we will start to wrap up here. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully this guide, if you choose to check it out, hopefully it helps. Hopefully the tips that I have for, you know, optimizing your channel, getting everything set up, hopefully that helps you guys out somehow, especially those of you with newer channels that are maybe trying to figure some of that stuff out. And that was my goal with this guide, honestly, was newer channels who are starting out who may not know how to find some of this stuff. I wanted that to be out there for them. So hopefully this helps a few people. So I appreciate the comments I've gotten from people today that, you know, have already kind of worked on their cover art, their channel tags, all that stuff. It means a lot when you know something has helped somebody. So thank you all for that. Being in a metal band, an attorney. Oh, you're in a metal band and you're an attorney. Am I reading that right? Being in a metal band and an attorney would be awfully convenient. I may be misunderstanding, and that's on me. Are you saying that you're both? Tags are done. Yep, everyone make sure to hit that thumbs up on the way out. Absolutely, yeah. If you guys enjoy the content, hit the thumbs up on the way out. Definitely appreciate that. Yep, next week we have a special Valentine's Day stream with giveaways and a special guest. A couple of special guests. So Valentine's Day, me and Mel will both be here. It's going to be more of a laid-back Valentine's Day. We kind of call it a date night kind of thing. So if you're not busy on Valentine's Day, like Mel and I are going to go out this weekend. So, you know, being a Monday, we won't go out on a Monday night. If you're home, if you're not doing anything, if you decide to do your date night during the weekend instead, come hang out with us. We do have a couple of giveaways and just some fun conversation, a couple of guests. It'll be more of a laid-back stream, so that should be fun. So I appreciate you all. If you guys need to reach me for any reason, you know where to find me. You're at the YouTube channel. So those of you that are here, if you have subscribed tonight, actually do me a favor in the chat. Put something in there. Let me know that you're new. Put the word new, hashtag new, first time, whatever you want to say. Throw that out there in the chat. I know a few of you have seen that I haven't seen here before, so thank you for finding the channel. My website, kenthecontentcoach.com. Email ken@kenthecontentcoach.com. All my social media is in the description, so you can find that there. Thanks again. And the link for this guide is there also if you want to check that out. So thank you very much. So yeah, appreciate it. Great stream. Thanks, man. Appreciate all of you. So Chase's Kingdom, I know you're new. Thanks for being here. I forget the other name. I'm so sorry. I have to go back and find it, but I know there's a couple of new in here tonight. So thank you all for being here. Appreciate you hanging out. Are we going to be dressed up? No. I'm always in a hoodie, man. Always in a hoodie. That's just kind of how I roll. I'm sure Mel will be much more dressed up than me. Nick, you ain't new, brother. But I appreciate it. All right, you guys. Well, have a great Monday night. I'm sure I'll see some of you in Dan's stream here in a little bit. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you guys Friday for Just Stream With Me. Until then, remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Just hit record. See you guys with the next one. Later, y'all.